Hello everybody and welcome to a bit of an update video on Railroader. That is the wrong train. Man, what's it got in it? Long bell 3 chime. I like the sound of that. Probably not everybody else does, but I do. And yeah, they put out an update and it's actually really good. The biggest change for TLDR, the biggest change in my opinion, is the changes to how the reverser works and how the coal and water consumption work. So I remember, switch back to the scenes. So they have revamped the coal and water consumption, and that is governed now by the reverser. So the reverser now will let you, or will affect how much water and coal you're consuming. That is actually very good change. It's much more accurate to how the real world steam locomotives work. And what that means is, to anybody that doesn't know what's going on. So currently right now, the reverser, which is right here, right? This right here, or this right here, is kind of what governs your speed at the moment. And while that kind of does work a little bit to real life, it's not the most important part of why the reverser exists. Yeah, you can use it to reverse your direction, but another thing that's important about the reverser is how much water you consume, and by extension, coal. So currently it's a speed handle, but it's going to be now a efficiency handle. So if you put the reverser all the way down in the corner, you're going to get the most amount of power, but you're going to consume the most amount of water. You're going to consume the most amount of coal. But if you pull back on that reverser and you get it closer to center, you're going to get more efficient use of water and coal, since the valves aren't allowing as much steam to go into the pistons, and that's allowing the steam to expand, which gives you greater efficiency. That's layman's. That's very shorthand, and I'm definitely not the best one to explain. You want a really good explanation. If you're into that, you definitely want to look up Heiss's channel, which I'll link in the description. He's got a bunch of explainers on how Johnson bars and reversers work and why they make it more efficient. Okay, but in layman's terms, you want to be more efficient. Once you're up to speed, you want to pull that reverser back as far as you can without losing speed. Okay, that's great. That's awesome. That makes it so that things like my issue with my current switcher are going to be hopefully less prevalent, where I'm running out of coal and water because I just can't be more efficient with it. So I'm very glad they did that. That to me is one of the greatest changes they've made. Going back to the update page here, so that's one of the changes they made. They've done some revamping on stuff, which is good. But the other thing is they've added 3 new engines for the T22, A23, F71. So let's go back to this here. So the T22 is currently what I'm in. It's a new 10-wheeler. And she's got, in the company mode, she's going to cost you $9,500. It's got 21,000 pounds of tractive effort, and her tender can hold 12 tons of coal and 5,000 gallons of water. Okay. Now, here at Andrews, we're on a 1.2% grade. Okay. This is the Andrews interchange. We're on a 1.2% grade, and she'll haul basically. Are you? Oh, you are. Oops. We're decoupled. Give me a second. Hold on. Let's fix this here. Let's go forward a little bit, and then we'll go reverse. All right, there we go. And I had to re-recording this. I had a bit of an issue. Anyway, so up this here, she'll pull up, to be safe, 800 tons. So currently, right now, we're at 879. She can do this. She struggles, but she will do it. To be safe, I'd say 800 tons total. That's the full thing. Right now, this is 750 additional tons of weight. So 700 tons of weight, and she'll be able to do a 1.2 easily, or 1% easily. Okay, once she gets up to speed. The other new addition to the team, as it were, would be this baby right here. This is the A23 American. She quiet you. Quiet. Okay. So the A23 American, in the company mode, she'll run you $10,000. She's got 22,600 pounds tractive effort, and their tender can hold 10 tons of coal and 6,000 gallons of water. She's got very, very similar specs to the 10-wheeler. So 750 tons, or 700 tons to be safe, of added weight. Right now we're looking at about 900 tons, and she'll move this up the hill eventually. She'll get there, but eventually. And again, this is a 1.2% grade. So she'll get there. That's her standard whistle that she comes with. Right? And then this right here, this is the big addition. And this is the F-71 Santa Fe. She's big, pretty big. She'll run you $38,000 in the company mode. She's got 74,000 pounds of tractive effort, and her tender can hold 15 tons of coal and 10,000 gallons of water. So, yeah, she's pretty big. Now, I haven't played with any of these really, really big trains because I've just been playing the company mode. I haven't really hit the sandbox that much. But I really do want to get to the point where I'm running these big guys. That's kind of the eventual thing. And yeah, she'll haul 2,200 tons up this 1.2%. So yeah, she's got some pull to her, definitely. So right now we're at a total of 2,500 tons, and she definitely can do a little bit more, but safely 2,200 tons. And there she goes. So yeah, very cool looking engine. Let's actually look at the inside. So move my guy here. Look at the inside of this big mama. So yeah, I have no idea. Again, I have no idea if these guys are modeled properly. I have no idea if this would be accurate. This is very cool looking to me. That's as much as I can tell you. I just don't know enough about any of this stuff. But yeah, that's the new edition, F-71. And then we got a remodel to the C-55, if I remember correctly. Yep, the C-55. Consolidation. To anybody that has actually had a chance to play with this, you'll be able to tell me if this is this looks any better or worse. I'm not sure. But that's the other change to the engines. Alrighty, and then as far as other stuff goes, let's go back here to the Steam page. So, the old wooden caboose also had a model update, and it's colorable. They've added 3 new customers. So, customers in Nantala, Hewitt, and Wesser. So, Nantala, Hewitt, and Wesser. Now it says customers. I'm assuming Hewitt is freight customers because there's no depot there. And Wesser is probably also freight because again, there's no depot there. So I don't remember if Nantala had passenger before. I have not gotten anywhere near this far in my company playthrough. I'm literally just working on the Bryson Bridge now. So, you guys can tell me better than I can. Let's go back here. They've added an engine roster window. So the engine roster window actually, going back here, hit R, that's what this is. And then you can favorite the engines you like. So for example, like FN 5802, 5802, 5802, where are you? So we click on it, we can go to it directly or select it on our window and we can favorite it. So it'll always be at the top, right? Then you got your inspection window, which is the normal window, or you got your view window, which will automatically take you there. Okay. Very cool addition. This will make switching back and forth between engines incredibly awesome. I am so glad they did this. I am very much looking forward to messing with that in the company mode, right? Going back here to the update, and what else we got that's important. AI warnings are always great, so it'll warn you if you got handbrakes or brake lines are open. The compass display, I'm not sure what that means. And tracks directly with camera. Oh, is it when you're looking at, let me see. Oh, yeah. So if you look up here, it'll show up here. But if you look, it's a little bit more accurate to the camera position. Cool. All right. Oh, wait, you didn't see that. Give me a second. Now you'll see it. So if you look at the little arrow right above Bryson Freight House up here, as I move, the arrow is a lot more accurate. So going now back. Trestle fixes, not sure what that means. Repair command, so this is for sandbox. Shift click to the engine map view. Times the console messages. That can be more information. I don't think is a bad thing. Added percentage graphs to the tooltips and equipment loads and fuel loaders. So that's what I was talking about. If we go back here, if you go into the tender, so the little circles. I'm pretty sure that's what that means because these weren't here before. So that's great. Those little circles will be helpful to just at a glance. Oh, are we low? Are we, how are we doing? So going back. Overhead camera snapping to directly above car. I'm thinking that maybe when you go to bridges and stuff or through tunnels, that was an issue. Moving in reverse issues. Okay, that makes sense. Fix car tag overlay rendering behind water sometimes. Don't think I ever experienced that, but cool. Engine consuming coal when there's no water or vice versa. Yeah, this was kind of a very interesting thing. You'd consume fuel or water, even though there was nothing of the other, which is a little interesting. Fix mines loading too many cars when waiting and sleeping. Didn't have that issue before, but then again, I haven't gotten that far into the game, so. Made water hatches more lenient. This could be very helpful sometimes when you have a very long consist or heavy consist. It'd be kind of a pain in the butt to get right underneath the water tower. So any kind of leeway to that is awesome. As far as I know, a lot of the water towers did have a little bit of give to the pipes. Like they were a bit of a swivel on the water spouts. So this is cool. As far as I can tell, as far as I remember off the top of my head, the new locomotives, the changes to the C55 and the caboose, the 3 new customers, and especially the fuel consumption, water and fuel consumption with the reverser. Those are the biggest things that came through. Those are the biggest things I'm glad they changed on. So I'm always glad that they're making the simulation a little more accurate. If they could push further into the simulation, that would be great. I would love it. I would also love if they would allow us to, especially as you're building up your company, and like for example, at Bryson, which there's supposed to be a Bryson engine service, and I didn't see it. Or sorry, not a Bryson, Dillsborough engine service. I didn't see it very well. I do see the somewhere around here there is a diesel stand that is in the sandbox, but not in my playthrough. But like when you're building up a company, I'd really love to see if, for example, if I have let's go to freight. Where is my hopper? 2-bay covered hopper, 3-bay hopper, right? So I'm gonna place this Right. Click on that, and then apply this. Assuming this is full of coal, right? This is my hopper, and I'm pulling up into an area, allowing me to fill from here. You know, having a little UI. It's like, hey, you're next to a coal thing. Do you want to fill from it? You know, click on that fuel. Give me the engine number. That would be very helpful. It's actually accurate to some of the very old lines. They would literally just have a hopper and people hop in with shovels and toss the coal over. It was very slow, and it can be very slow to make it, you know, something that you want to push towards having your coal tipples and your fueling areas. But having it as an option would be great. I think that would be very, very helpful in making those areas that are remote and don't have any kind of coal tipples, like Silva, right? Silva and Dillsborough, when you first unlock them, there's nothing down there. The closest thing is Whittier. That's a lot of train track to run through just to get coal and water. Or just coal. Because water, we do have water at Dillsborough from the beginning. So that would be a great addition. I would really love it if they could do that. But yeah, I mean, the game's fun. I enjoy playing it. There's a reason why I've been playing it for 20-something days or some. If you are watching my Railroader series, you will not see the update in my series until tomorrow, I want to say. Because I do record a day ahead just to make sure I have time to upload and do stuff to it. But yeah, I would love to see this be a thing. I would also love to see more additions to turntables. As far as I know, Andrews has no turntable, which I'm not here yet in my company playthrough, but it kind of seems like it sucks. It feels bad to get to the end of the line and not have a turntable to flip your train around. I would love it if that was something that we can build towards. This is one of the things that I do like about, like, for example, Dillsborough. Hey, Dillsborough maybe isn't so great. Well, guess what? You can build the engine service and you can build a fueling service. There is a Y at Andrews, which I guess is a replacement for the turntable. But I would really just like a turntable, or you know, they have an engine house, which is nice. This is kind of a replacement. I don't know. Maybe some more upgrades to the end of the line. I don't know if this is supposed to be the end to the game, but it would be kind of cool if I had, you know, turntables at both ends. Silva also doesn't have a turntable or a Y, as far as I know. And there's no way to build a Y at Silva, if I remember correctly. Because, well, yeah, no, see, there's no way. So there's no Y back here. Maybe this length of track can meet back up down here, and that would be a Y. It's a very different Y, but it can be a Y. I don't know. It would just be very nice if I had a Y down at Silva. But yeah, the engines, I'm not sure I'm going to get anywhere close to getting to the engines anytime soon. Especially this guy, because that's 38,000. And we're nowhere near that. But it's always nice to have new content to play with. The revamp to the fuel consumption, that's definitely what I'm excited about. I'm glad they did that. That's going to be very, very, very big change to how the game operates. But anyway, that'll be it for today. I'll see you guys in the series, which I'll leave at the link in the description. I'll put links to both Heiss's channel for those that want to see more Steam simulation and more accurate railroading explanations. He's very good at that. And then a link to my Railroader series. Playlist will be down there. Y'all have a good one.